This is the story of a rich and arrogant man who thought wealth and pride were his only strengths. But an accident brought this arrogant man, his beautiful wife, and a simple servant to a deserted island, from where returning was not easy. When hunger, thirst, and helplessness surrounded him, he understood that here, money was useless. Only the ability to survive matters, a skill that only the servant had. The scene shows a girl floating in the water who, after much difficulty, somehow reaches an island. Her name is Jennifer, and it looked like a ship had sunk in the sea, and she somehow saved her life and arrived here. But to understand what actually happened, the story takes us into a flashback. We see 4 people who are about to go on a sea trip from here. Just then, his girlfriend Maria arrives and says angrily, "I am going to be the mother of your child. You will have to marry me." Everyone else was watching their actions, but no one said anything. Now Manuel also replies angrily, "This child cannot be mine and I can never accept it." Hearing this, Maria slaps him, and in response, he slaps her back. Maria gets even more angry and leaves with a threat that he will have to pay a very high price for this. The situation was quite serious, yet everyone quietly leaves for their trip. Later that night, everyone sits down to have dinner, and Manuel is serving. It becomes clear that Maria is using black magic on Manuel to take revenge on him. Meanwhile, at night, inside the yacht, Manuel is reading a book, filled with anger in his room. But the room next to his belonged to Jennifer and Jack, who were completely lost in each other, making this trip memorable while having fun. After a long time, Manuel comes out with a drink, and Jack starts to look down on him. Then he complains to the captain about Manuel, saying that this boy shows a lot of attitude and doesn't even say sorry when he makes a mistake. Hearing this, the captain goes and gets angry at Manuel, saying, "He is our customer. Why do you need to argue with him?" Manuel also says angrily that the man shows off his money. The captain says, "If you can't tolerate it, you will be dropped off at the next port." The captain's wife also tries to explain to Manuel, but he takes his knife and goggles and says, "From today, I will not work here." Manuel's knife then falls straight onto the gas stove and catches fire. At that time, the kitchen was empty, so no one knew, and the fire slowly started spreading throughout the yacht. The rest of the people suddenly see smoke and realize that a fire has started. The captain quickly tries to put out the fire, but the fire had spread so much that it was impossible to control. After this, everyone quickly leaves the yacht and gets into a boat, and soon the yacht catches fire. But a terrible storm comes into the sea at night, scattering everyone everywhere. Now she didn't know what would happen, when suddenly her eyes fall on the captain's dead body floating in the water. She rushes over worried and pulls the captain to the shore, but he was already dead, which scares her. Then suddenly Manuel arrives there, meaning he also survived the storm. Manuel tries to bring the captain back to consciousness, but it is of no use. Now they only had one path, to somehow keep themselves alive. The next morning, Manuel goes into the sea and catches some fish, and they both sit and eat. Then Jennifer asks him, "How will we get out of here?" So Manuel says, "Someone will surely come here looking for us. Until then, we have to somehow stay alive." Now slowly they both become quite familiar with each other, and they both try to keep themselves alive on this island somehow. "Why did you hit that girl?" Manuel says, "That girl is crazy and keeps bothering me over every little thing." But in the middle of this conversation, they both get a little upset, due to which Jennifer goes back to the shore angrily. But at night, Manuel apologizes to her. Then the next morning, Manuel goes fishing alone. After going some distance, he suddenly finds Jack near the rocks, who was still alive. Manuel brings him to the beach, and Jennifer is very happy to see Jack. Now Jack was alive, but he was quite injured, so he is allowed to rest a little. After this, Jennifer comes to Manuel and thanks him and says, "If you hadn't supported me, maybe I wouldn't have survived on this island." Then they both go fishing together. In the meantime, Jack, after resting a little, comes out, but he doesn't like seeing Jennifer and Manuel together. Then when they both return after catching fish, they see that Jack has lit a fire. Both are surprised, as they had been eating only raw fish for 2 days. Jack says, "Now we can cook fish because I have a lighter." Manuel says, Catching fish is a bit difficult, and for that, we have to go a little far from the beach, Jack says. I don't know how to catch fish, but you two have done a very good job here. In 2 days, you made a hut and arranged many things to live here. Now, days pass like this, where Manuel and Jennifer go fishing together. But seeing all this, Jack's attitude starts to change, and he begins to suspect that something must have happened between the two of them in the first 2 days. He starts getting angry with Manuel, and one day they both get into a fight over this matter. Jack says, "Stay away from my wife, and from today, you will live separately. If you show too much cleverness, I will ruin your life after we get out of here." Manuel also says angrily, "I'll see how you survive here because from today, I won't bring fish for you." Now Jennifer is forced to stay with her husband, and Manuel starts living by building a separate hut. But Jennifer had understood that Manuel could survive here because he knows how to catch fish. But Jack would not last long because he is always dependent on others. Now Jack doesn't find a single fish near the shore. So sometimes he drinks coconut water and sometimes eats the clams found on the beach, and Jennifer is also forced to support him. Then one day, Jack and Jennifer go a little far to catch fish, but they don't catch anything. There, Manuel finds 2 big fish because such fish are found near the rocks. Seeing this, Jack tells Jennifer, "You wait here, I am going to the rocks. Maybe I will find some fish there." But Jennifer says, "He has diving goggles, so it is easy for him to catch fish. You won't catch anything without goggles." But Jack doesn't listen and goes alone. Now Jennifer finds a sea clam, which she tries to eat even though she doesn't want to. On the other side, Manuel is sitting comfortably and eating fish. Just then, his eyes fall on Jennifer, who is very hungry. Manuel feels pity for her and asks her to eat some. But Jennifer refuses, saying that if Jack finds out, he will get angry. Manuel says, "Don't worry, I promise I won't tell Jack." Hearing this, Jennifer agrees and starts eating fish. During this time, Manuel flirts with her, saying, "You are very beautiful, and I liked you very much on the first day itself. But I don't understand how you married this bald man." Jennifer says, "It's a long story." And then, while leaving, she smiles and gives him a kiss. This awakens a strange feeling in Manuel's heart, and he feels very good. On the other side, we see Jack, who catches some fish, which are actually poisonous and yellow. But he doesn't know all this, and he comes back with them. Just then, Jack sees that Manuel is trying to steal their fire. He goes angrily and says, "How dare you try to steal our fire? Only the 2 of us will eat cooked fish because the lighter is only with me." And then he puts out the fire with dirt. Due to this, a fight starts between the 2 and they start hitting each other in anger. Just then, Jennifer comes in between and tries to stop both of them. Jack says, "You are nothing in front of me. People like you are not even worthy of being my servants. Now you stole our fire, so I will take your fish." Manuel also says angrily, "Okay, take it, because people like you cannot live without anyone's support, and your wealth will be of no use here." Now Jack's condition slowly starts getting worse, and hunger was unbearable. He understood that if he wants to stay alive, he will have to catch fish himself. So one morning, he wakes up secretly, steals Manuel's diving goggles, and goes to catch fish. A little later, Jennifer wakes up and starts calling Jack. Then Manuel also wakes up, and when he finds out that his goggles are missing, he understands that Jack has stolen the goggles. He is filled with anger and takes a sharp stick and starts going to hit Jack. Seeing this, Jennifer comes in between and stops him and says, "Please don't do this. He has been hungry for many days." But Manuel doesn't listen, and Jennifer also tries her best to stop him. But suddenly Manuel throws that sharp stick away and tries to kiss her. Jennifer first tries hard to stop him, but Manuel does not listen, and within a few moments Jennifer also loses control. On the other side, Jack is trying to catch fish with the help of the goggles and stick near the rocks. But here, the 2 of them become completely uncontrolled and get intimate there. After this continues for some time, Jennifer starts getting worried about what has happened to her. Now what will I say if Jack finds out? Hearing this, Manuel promises that he will not tell Jack about this. After this, Jack catches a fish and comes back, and first returns Manuel's goggles to him. Then he goes to Jennifer and shows her the fish, and she is very happy. But Jack starts to suspect why Manuel wasn't angry even though he stole his goggles. Jennifer says, "He was really angry, but then I explained to him that both of us are hungry, and he calmed down." Hearing this, Jack's suspicion deepens and he says, "I clearly understood what you gave him to make him understand. You shouldn't have done this behind my back," he says, and starts getting angry and takes her away, dragging her, and leaves her near Manuel and goes away from there. Manuel comes to Jennifer after seeing this and tries to calm her down. But now Jack goes to the other side of the island in anger, and by making some arrangement, he makes goggles from a bottle and starts catching fish himself. It was good that he was acting like a donkey like Jack. After this, the two start dancing. Just then, Jack sees them dancing from afar and understands that his suspicion was absolutely correct. After this, when he goes fishing, he finds a boat below, whose one side was broken, but it could be fixed. So, after a lot of difficulty, he brings the boat up. In the meantime, Jennifer goes to Jack again and tries to talk, but he is not ready to listen to anything. He says, "You have cheated on me, and it has been proven. From today, there is no relationship between us, and as soon as the boat is fixed, I will leave from here." Then that night, Jennifer tells Manuel everything, that Jack has gone completely mad, and as soon as the boat is fixed, he will leave alone. But before that, we both will run away when we get a chance. After this, both of them go into the water to swim and talk about running away with the boat while having fun in a full mood. During this time, Jack secretly overhears their conversation and, seeing the two of them in this condition, makes a plan in anger. The next day, Jack gets the boat ready, but during this time he sees Manuel, who had caught a big fish. Seeing this, he also goes into the sea to catch fish. Taking advantage of this opportunity, Manuel and Jennifer quickly take the boat and run away. Jack comes running after seeing them, but by then, the two of them manage to escape. But after going some distance, they suddenly see that the boat is slowly filling with water. They understand that this was Jack's trick, and Jack, in anger, had made this plan that they would run away with the boat and drown in the middle of the sea. Now they are both forced to swim back. Meanwhile, Jack burns their hut and is sitting comfortably, eating food. As soon as they reach the shore, he attacks Manuel, which injures him and makes him fall. Jennifer tries to save him, and Manuel somehow saves his life and escapes from there. Now, at night, Jack ties Jennifer up and prepares a sharp weapon by putting a knife on the front of a stick to kill Manuel. Jennifer was helpless and she couldn't do anything. But just then, Manuel comes and attacks Jack, and a fight starts between the two. During this time, Jennifer also frees herself, and then both of them escape from Jack. The next day, Manuel becomes quite weak because he was injured, and on the other side, his girlfriend Maria was completing the black magic ritual. Meanwhile, Jack starts chasing the two of them to kill them, and they run and hide on top of a tree. But Jack finds them and without delay throws a spear and attacks Manuel. Manuel falls down, and now Jack is about to kill him. Just then, Jennifer jumps on him and starts fighting him to save Manuel. During this time, Manuel picks up a stone and is about to finish off Jack, but his body no longer supports him, and as he falls back, Jack's spear goes straight through his body. At the same time, Maria drives a nail into Manuel's doll with magic, and Manuel's breath stops forever. Now we see a scene 2 months later, where a fisherman's family reaches the island by boat. They came to check after seeing the hut, and they find Jennifer here. She is very happy to see them because, after 2 long months, she can finally leave this island. During this time, Jack had gone fishing, so while leaving, Jennifer takes his lighter and leaves with them without telling them about Jack. They feed her and assure her that she is safe now. Jack was near the rocks at that time and was suddenly happy to see the boat, but the people on the boat were inside, and Jennifer also doesn't tell those people anything. Jack starts shouting, "Take me along," but no one hears his voice. Jennifer also took his lighter so that he can never light a fire. In this way, in the end, Jennifer escapes, and Jack is left alone on this deserted island forever to face the consequences of his actions. And with this, the story ends here. Friend, I hope you liked this story.